Hello, I am Centimus Prime, and here I will be putting together the Dyna Wing portion of the Modelroid Dyna model kit. Now, starting off, we will be taking a bird's eye view, taking a look at a bird's eye view of the parts that we're going to use. There's not a whole lot of parts here, so I doubt this will be a very long video. But let's get started. So starting off, we will put together the helmet, what's going to become the helmet for Dyna Xenon. So first of all, you take this piece with this yellow fin up here, take this tiny little piece, okay, and then you tab it in to this little hole on the top, like so. Have it so that this nub thing is pointing down. Then you attach these parts. Now, these parts are mirrored, and the instructions does get these two parts numbers mixed up, which is why they also include a sheet of paper correcting their mistake. So just keep that in mind for when you're assembling this kit. So we have this part that's gonna attach onto this side. Or did I? Yeah, I think I got them mixed up. Yeah, it looks like I got them mixed up. No, they're fitting on nicely, so I think I did get it right. So anyway, then we take this piece and this piece, which is supposed to be the two fins, the two other fins for the helmet, but if you checked out the unboxing video for this model kit, you will tell that some of the pieces did break out their sprues, and this one even broke in half, or not quite in half, but it broke in two. So what this was supposed to do is you take this piece and you line it up with the parts with the nubs in there and have it like that, and this is supposed to be attached to that part. Then you were supposed to attach these two parts on, attaching those two pegs to these two holes, like so. But because it ended up getting broken, that's going to be a slightly more difficult. Now this one's still on fine. Let's see if this will just tap. Nope. Alright. Hold on. What if I take a stick of glue, I attach a little bit of glue onto here. Now this kit doesn't require any glue, but if it's broken like this, then maybe glue wouldn't be such a bad idea, maybe? I don't. This piece might fall out. But there we have the helmet. All done. Let's just set that aside. So now let's work on the the middle section, the centerpiece of Dyna Wing. So we take this bottom piece, we take these parts, we layer them down. Hold on, it's been a little bit since I've seen the instructions. Okay, so you take these pieces, and these pieces are indeed mirrored. So you take these parts, you plug these posts into these holes like that, like so, and make sure you have it so that the gappy sides of these parts are facing the same side as these holes right here. So it's like that. Then what you do is you take these parts, which are again mirrored. So you take, let me just show you how mirrored they are. See, so you take this one, plug it onto this side, plug this into the hole right there, plug it in like that. And then what you do is you hinge this down and have these three, have this like E looking part line up with these two tabs, like so. Then you just do the same with the other side. Boom. Then after that, we can take this piece, which you can line this up. Those pegs are going to go into those holes. Those posts are going to go into these holes. These tiny ones are going to go into these tiny holes. And all that. And then just line it up and just squeeze it together. Pretty simple. Okay, now we have that done. Let's work on the wings parts of Dyna Wing. So, let's start on this side. So we take this, we slide this on, like so. We take this part, which is going to be mirrored. So, here's what they look like. Here's what they look like on the other side. So you take this one, and you plug it into the other hole on that side, and then just fold it down. Well, first you gotta fold it, push it in all the way, and then fold it down. Okay? Alright. Then you take this part. This part's going to be flat. This part's going to be pretty flat, where on this side it's going to have this stuff. This part is going to face towards the bottom, and this part's going to face towards the top, like that. So we're just going to take this part, which as far as I can tell, these two parts are identical from what I can tell. So you just plug this into the hole like so. This post into this hole like that. Boom. Now we have that. Then you take this piece, which these are mirrored, but the only difference between the two is these like notches like on this part. See that? So you take this one, so what you do is take this, have it so this plugs into here, and have it so when it folds in, this little notch can go into that groove like that. Okay, then you can fold this in, and then I believe you can just sandwich this together, if I'm not mistaken, and you can see how that will go together. Boom, boom, fitting everything in, all nice and squeezing. Now let's work on the other one. So it's going to be just like the other one. So we just slide this part in, slide this part in, fold it down, take this part, plug this one in, and plug this one in. Have it like that. Now I am putting it together. Well, oh, I just realized while I'm putting this together, I'm probably going to have to dismantle the wings because some of the stickers have to go on these parts before you put it together. But disassembling these shouldn't be that big of a deal. So now with that done, let's move on to these skirt pieces. Now there's just going to be 3 parts each, all of which are mirrored. So you take these 2 parts, okay, those are going to be done. Here are these 2 parts, and here are these 2 parts, which are mirrored. Good closer look at how they're mirrored. This one goes on this side and this one goes on this side, I believe. So what's going to happen is you take this part, you take this other red piece, and you're going to plug these posts into this hole. As you're plugging this in, it's basically going to fill in this other piece like that. Very nice. Then you take this black piece and then plug it into the like that. Now you have that done. Have it so that when it's leaning away from the red part like this, have it so that the tab is facing this way. And just do that with the other. Do that with the other one. It's just mirrored like just like so. Boom. Now we have those done. Now finally we will work on the something beams. Okay, bring those parts in. So the something beams are going to be pretty simple. These parts and these cone things are, as far as I can tell, completely identical, but the gray parts are mirrored. You can see that they have these sort of sculpted in wheels. They don't roll or anything, but you can see that they go flat when you tilt them like that. That they line up when you tilt it like this. Like it's pretty And then these parts are also mirrored. Here's a look at that. This goes on this side and this goes on this side. So let's start off with this one. So we take this part with the wheels. We take this red piece. We plug it in like that. We fold it down. We plug the other piece in. We plug these posts into those holes. Have it so it's all lined up like so. And then you take the cone piece, just plug it into this post formed by the two gray parts. Pretty simple. Now let's do the same with the other side. So we take this part, plug in the red piece, just sandwich that together, and then cap it off. There, now with the something beams all put together, now let's attach these sections onto the Dyna Wing. So first, let's take the something beams. Make sure that when you're tilting like this, that they're lined up, that the wheels are lined up. This one goes on this wing, and this one goes on the other wing. So what's going to happen is this red part is going to slide into this groove, into this slot right there. And of course you're going to have to tilt up a bit because this post might get in the way. So you just, let me show you. So you just slide that in like so, and then fold it down, plugging this wing, part of the wing, into this hole, right, like that. Now you do the same with the other end. Get boop, have it so it's lined up, then boop. Now we have that part done. Then let's take these and just line these black. So okay, let's line. So we take these, we line these black parts up with these outlines of these parts, and you just push it in. Then do the same with the other one, just plugs in. And then finally you take the helmet piece and then just push it through the back like so. Now what's going to happen is, let me actually take off this other one so I can easily show you. So what's going to happen is that this tiny little tab right there is going to basically line up with this little groove in the skirt piece. So it's basically gonna fit over like that. Doesn't really tab, but it does fit over, so preventing the helmet from sliding out too easily. And then after that, you adjust it for a little bit, and you're done. And there we have the Dyna Wing portion of this model kit all put together and ready to go. And that'll be it. If you enjoyed this video, please consider to like and subscribe, and maybe even comment if you want. And of course, I will be posting again sooner or later.